Hi friends. So last time we were doing, I guess we started with rewriting npm package from React to Vue, and I wanted to try this Mitosis thing, and we ended up finding a lot of kind of like limitations with it. So I think I still want to play with it. It feels like a good tool, especially if you want to have multiple possible implementations, not only Vue. So far, I think few people asked for Vue version, and I think one person actually did it. And I think there were some, like, since I don't know Vue much, so I wanted to see how they did it, and I think it was missing some edge cases. I don't remember, but the simplest possible way of just using our kind of like vanilla API, that one didn't seem to be like a huge huge problem to implement, which is, I guess, like a kind of like a part of the design of our system, is to have like a vanilla JavaScript stuff that you can kind of like hook yourself, or or so we can easily kind of like implement it. So last time we looked into Mitosis and like what it can do and what it can't, and there are like a few problems with it. And yeah, so I think it's under like active development. So this is like the merge request that they created for issue I reported on last stream, and so far they decided that it's like just removing that current should fix it. But yeah, so I guess it's just like a lot of stuff needs to be done in order for this thing to work. So I think last time I said that my kind of problem with this is that it's not really easy to understand what I need to do if I want to have, like, I don't know, kind of like special branches or cases. So like, okay, I'm writing this thing, and I know that I only want to run this like in solid but not in Vue. How do I do that? Is it just like kind of like manual patching after everything is done, or or they would allow something like that? So anyway, so I guess I will just start with library itself, and we will figure out the kind of like Mitosis story after that. So what we did last time is that we have this Vue application that is running basically like a Vue single page application. I think it doesn't have like a server and stuff like that, so it's kind of like just regular old single page application stuff. And we were playing with like components and stuff. So we already added like this floaty, and I still don't understand how Vue kind of like works, because I think there are like 3 ways to write components. There is like Vue 2-way, there is like the way with hooks for Vue 3, and the way without it. So it's kind of like it's kind of like too much for me. I don't really like understand any of it yet, but we will kind of like get through it. So I think idea is that React wrapper is actually like pretty sizable, I think, and I wonder if yeah. So the thought that came to me is that, okay, if I'm doing this Mitosis stuff, shouldn't I be generating React stuff as well? And that's where everything is kind of like falling apart. Can I really do something like that? Yeah. So for now, I think I will just focus on creating like a view package, and I will just probably concentrate on just few components from it, and we kind of like we'll try to figure out the rest after I kind of like get everything working. So I think what I want to do at first is I will okay, is that the right folder? Nope, I need this one. Okay, so here our fogbender React stuff package is here. So I guess I will just like copy it for now. Okay, so I guess maybe like that. Okay, so we will take it as kind of like as our template and figure out the rest. So I think first thing that we need to figure out is that probably need to add it to our monorepo stuff. Which, I mean, maybe it's not needed because it's kind of like everything in an app can start without view components. So maybe we will not have it there. It just makes npm node modules bigger and stuff like that. So okay, we will figure out it later. Anyway, so now we copied it, and so now let's try to figure out how kind of like different the okay, what happened? Oh, I guess new version has been released. Yeah, it's like for for a long running projects like that, it's not projects, but for long running apps. Okay, and now it's in the wrong workspace. Okay. Yeah, so like Chrome will show you like update stuff, and you can kind of like seamlessly switch between versions in VS Code randomly when you're just just open it from terminal. It will just run like new executable, and yep, I guess they updated it. So I'm not a fan of this, but anyway, so let's get back together to this. And so it's going to be fogbender view. Yeah, we need to we need to update this stuff. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know how much of this stuff is we need to update. Okay. Does micro bundle work with Vue? Closed. Okay. Closed in a good way or in the bad way? Okay, in a bad way. So someone created the merge request, I guess. Hi. Okay. So no micro bundle then. Vue components already work. Vue class components is a library that lets you make Vue components class style syntax. Okay, so I guess there's like a syntax that that is not supported by micro bundle, but otherwise it works. Lazy. Okay, so this person has like a Vue component that he is okay. Yeah, and he needs to create two versions just because of the craziness. Oh wow. Do I need to create two versions? Haven't even thought about it. Right. Okay. Um, I'm just giving up kind of like in advance. Uh, okay, yeah. So it uses Vite, which hopefully is good. Compiler. Yeah. So what's the difference between SFC and like not SFC? Packages. Okay. 3.2 whatever. So because this one is 3.0, it doesn't have this. Lower level writing that compiles into single file. What does it mean? Facade. Okay, I have no idea what any of that means. I think it means that we need to be careful not to not to install too much stuff. So how about our like demo that we had? Yeah, we demo. What kind of packages on we have there? We don't have any. How does it work then? Okay, I guess just okay. So tweet tweet build vue.js. I'm so not excited to start to understand any of that, but I guess that's what I'm doing. So preview type check. Don't you do this twice? Can't you just okay? So dependencies. Okay, so now it's kind of like the third type, I guess. So define component, named experts, default expert, false expert, referencing variable definition, non using define component, not exported. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I guess I'm also interested in vue library. So yeah, this one doesn't have library mode. This one does have library mode, but I don't know what they need to do. Okay, so view. Do I need to do that? Okay, it's kind of hard to understand. Oh yeah, I was doing CT here, not code, so that's why it wasn't completing. Okay, so plugins, vue.js, alias stuff, and so on. So, and here we have the library options. Okay. So I think I want to start with this, with library mode. And we are going to see how they do it here, just for kind of like reference and sanity. Okay, so it doesn't have vue.js here. I guess if they are not using it, like, should I use it? If it's like it's not important. So some of it is playground. So playground is probably, oh yeah, so it's probably like just a kind of like demo. So that's not actually what we need. Okay, so here it is. Okay. Okay. So just build, with build, and with build v2. Pre-publish only, build. Okay, yeah, that's not relevant. So, okay, so SFC. Okay, so I guess one is okay, so this one is for 3 and this one is for 2, I guess. How does it know when it imports it to know what kind of like to use? Okay, this one doesn't use templates or JSX. Okay. So v lazy image. Maybe it's in the main. No, it's in the app. Okay, so v lazy image. But how does it know to which version to get? import v lazy image v2. Components v lazy image. Yeah, I don't understand what any of that mean. Okay, so this is pretty recently updated, so I'm just guessing that this is kind of like the the best practices, but yeah, of course, you don't really know that it is. Okay, so how does it export v2 here? Files. It creates a file, but the main and export stuff it's just for the first one. So mounted renders. This looks like what I was writing, I think. How do I even check for that? Okay, so here, this one. Okay, so I have templates and I have props, computed methods, render. I don't have render. I have mounted and I guess destroyed. Oh yeah, I think so. Destroyed is what I couldn't get in Mitosis, if I understand correctly. So okay, so it gets destroyed, and so here this observer disconnects. How does it know that this value is set? Well, I guess it's just JavaScript, so it's just a. Okay, so that was v2. So what about v3? So v3 is exporting default. Okay, that checks out. Props. I see. This is kind of like prop types. So types, string, and so on. So where does it get these values from? It's just JavaScript. It's like it's nothing fancy. I guess they just check if it's like instance off or something like that. Okay, setup. I don't have setup, and I don't know what that means. Okay, state unmounted. That's interesting. So setup is kind of like okay, and it returns just X. Okay, I guess that's like a fourth way to write view components. View setup. Yeah, I think like an original example had like script setup or something like that, and like none of that worked, and I kind of like gave up and tried to just look for the other things. Yeah, so none of this seems kind of like pretty or clever or nice or I don't know. I don't find any of this kind of attractive. And yeah, having like in React, you have like hooks and class components, and this is like huge overload and like no one understands what to do with it. And here, like on each decision, you have like a separate tree of like what people do. Okay. Yeah, so this is more of the stuff that I have with template, and Yeah, mine is at the top. I don't know if it's good about access in props. Okay. So what does it mean? Okay, the page setup component options. If you're using composition in PI with single file components, script is recommended for more succinct syntax. Okay, so there is another way of doing everything. As a compile time, sugar for inside is recommended syntax. It is recommended if you're using both and composition. Yeah, so you have like, you can have one or the other, or yeah. More succinct. Ability to declare props, pure TypeScript. Compared to what? Events, I guess, instead of like on something. Oh, I think my stream just froze. Okay, I hope it's back online, but it's not looking great. Anyway, so we know that you can do single file components. I guess that means you can do more than one component in one file. And there's a composition API and non-composition API. There's like a good way and a bad way. And do they have like a name for the bad way? Better reference. Yeah. Who cares? Top level binding. Yeah, so this is like their like observable stuff, right? On click, do log. Okay, so this actually like makes some sense for me how this would work. I think it might be like how Svelte works. So maybe they're copying Svelte, and that's why they had to redo everything. Import in the reactivity. Okay, so the other one wasn't reactive. Okay, so you need to have stuff to add reactivity. Okay. I guess, what does that mean? Component is full, some condition full. Okay, I don't care about this one yet. Yeah, I don't understand how tools like that get a reputation of being like easy for for beginners. I have like, I don't know, 7 years of React experience, and I don't understand any of this. How do people even like navigate all of that? Okay, with default, define props. Yeah, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so all of that, why I look at that is that I'm trying to understand, like, for my library, what kind of like configuration, what kind of syntax, what kind of like combination of all of that crazy stuff I need to support, and like what packages to install. And yeah, I think whew. Okay, so let's start with something. So we had package in fogbender vue, and so build here is with is with build, and they have demo, test, and pre-publish. I guess demo is what we will use for start. So prepare. I think I got it from some tests. So test unit, test end-to-end. Okay, I don't want to deal with testing yet. So let's just say no yet. And let's all of that stuff for now. So pre-deploy, deploy, that seems like just like a random. Yeah, I need to clean up the original one, I guess, as well. So it does depend on fogbender. So do we have like a peer dependencies, or is it just a React stuff? React way of kind of like doing that? Yeah, so it's just that. Okay, so we don't have peer dependencies, and out of all of that stuff, maybe TypeScript. Okay, now we need to find a now we need to find how to do all of that stuff with TypeScript as well. Oh my god. Okay. So other than that, I guess I need microbundle. No, I don't. Yes, lint. I mean, probably. What did they do for linting? Nothing. Or yeah, they have it in JavaScript, so they don't really care. Okay, so let's have. Oh yeah, I see now. Okay. Okay, let's just remove everything for now, and we will figure out how to do it later. So files, I guess this is the right way. Now we need to do all of that crazy stuff, which is here. That's the main module. Source. They don't have source because they don't use TypeScript, I guess. Okay. So I think this is the way, so you don't have to do, you're basically kind of like inlining JSX. And so you probably don't need to have like a compiler or whatever step there is for Vue. So Vue, no, they have compiler SFC. Yeah, and I don't really know what that is. Yeah, so the idea is that all of this stuff is eventually going to be open source. So I don't want to create like too much friction for someone who understands the Vue and they're like, okay, I want to help you guys, but you did like everything wrong. So I want it to be some kind of like standard, but I don't know where to start, and I feel like if I'm going to search for examples, I'm going to find something that is like either don't have TypeScript or outdated or using something wrong. So yeah. Anyway, so does it have to be named like that? Why can't it be just like index? So let's start with that. Node. I don't really know if there's like a limitation in Node. So Vue 3 Node version. Requires Node 10. Yeah, so I think this is fine then. Okay. So now let's go to terminal and let's do I guess yarn just to install. Oh, I didn't write what to install. So we need the Vite. What version of Vite do we need? I guess just the last one, because it's just for when we are building this thing. Yeah, because our only runtime dependency should be fogbender, and I guess Vue. Nope, didn't come. So, and just whatever the latest one. That should include whatever the package that we were looking for. Okay, compiler SFC, that one. So what is SFC though? SFC. Heads up, this contains for 2 version URL you're using. Okay. View files are special file format. Right, so but how they okay. Okay, so let's start here. Actually, I want to see what they have about TypeScript. Using Vue in TypeScript. Create Vue offers TypeScript. That's fine. I'm looking for the library, so I'm off the beat path. I forgot which path. If using SFC, use Vue utility for type checking. Vue currently does not support watch mode. In the meantime, check plugin checker. You have to have both, or is it? And now they're using the define component instead of the super recommended one that was how was called the recommended one? Did I close it? This is I don't even know. Okay, usage with single file compose. To use add to script, then template stricter type checking. But this is also not the same stuff. Okay. So I wonder if I go to Code Sandbox or like Stack Blitz, and I will just like ask for TypeScript. Oop. I think, yeah, I think it's here. So tab view. So view 2, view 3. It's probably without TypeScript as well. Yep. Okay, that's great. So did we have TypeScript before? So all of that stuff. Oh my god. So 2020. How like outdated all of this is. Okay. So view CLI, view create, view test, sure. View add TypeScript. Huh. That's one way to do it, I guess. Okay, it's getting worse, not better. Okay, so they also do, so they don't use setup script or whatever the recommended one was. Create app mount, which again, no. Right. This is painful. Okay. What is going on? So I'm trying to understand which way is the best way, and so far it's really inconclusive. So I think what I got from this is like there is like some kind of view CLI, which could mean that it might work. So let's just do, I guess, again, like library. When you run build, you can use different targets, and then target as lib. Right, that's the idea. When using .view file as an entry, a library will directly expose view component itself as a default export. However, using .js or .ts as entry, it may contain will expose as a module. This means nope. So let's do the library again. Build targets. vendor libraries, polyfills, static. Okay. Okay, so what is Vue CLI service like then? Inside Vue CLI project. So I guess it's like React scripts. Okay, this is like, again, it's probably like deprecated now because everyone's using Vue. Yeah. So whatever I'm trying to search, it leads me into like obsolete direction. I wish there was a way to find not obsolete. How do people even like, I don't know, like manage all of this stuff? How do they know what to kind of like, where to start, where to, okay. Anyway, so I think I think I just given up on the idea that I can find the better way. I should just give up and decide that there isn't one. So I'm trying to do Vue TypeScript and figure out if there is like something special about it. Only performs transpilation, which is fine. Which might be fine. JSX also supported. It defaults to React. If you add this plugin, it will provide Vue 3. Sure. So I guess like JSX is like not the way how they do it. So I just why does example has React? Oh yeah, I was thinking that I'm reading like a Vue article. It's just like Vue article. Okay. Okay, so is this too old? How do I know if it's too old? Assets, components, app, main. Okay, and vconfig results view. Okay, and so that was read. We also need jsconfig. Sure. Yeah, like I see this like at slash stuff more and more now. So I guess like it just helps moving files around, but I never used it before. Okay. So what about package? So vue.js, vue build, vid build, deploy, preview, lint, clone, project, install dependencies. I think this is like the README is not for this project. it's just copied from somewhere. Yeah. Okay. This template should help you start with Vue. Sure, I sure hope so. It uses Vite, and TypeScript cannot handle information in Vue imports. This is I don't know. This is laughable. There's like no way to make it work. Okay. I'm saying why not? So what is Waller? Vue language features. Specific for Vue. I guess they need to install it for Vue to work. Okay. Script setup docs. Yeah, that's I think that's the wrong one. So like all of them are wrong. So it seems, yeah. Okay. So far, out of all of this stuff, what I'm getting is that there is like this okay, Vue setup, composition API setup, script setup. Yeah. So I think like this is like the recommended way how they say you to do it. But if you want a TypeScript, you need to like redo everything. If you're using task, declare pros. Type only props and declarations. May lead to confusions for both developers and tools. I think you're you're doing pretty great job at that. Anyway, I think this is like 50 minutes of me complaining, and like I haven't written anything yet. So okay, so let's start with whatever they say is the recommended way. So first, I think I'm going to rewrite the component that we already have in this way. So just to make sure that it's like it's working. So let's go here. So, okay. So here is what they have like as an example. Okay. And we think that it works. Then let's just use our template instead of theirs and check what is going to crash. Okay, so unexpected token. Line 15. What's so unexpected about it? Ref. Maybe that don't support refs in the whatever that called. Composition API. Okay, so let's just search for refs. Okay, so view composition API ref. Okay, so they have another thing that is called ref, which has nothing to do with the other one, I guess. Comparison React hooks. I wonder if that will make me think of this thing even worse, or is it going to explain something? Cumbersome. Okay. Having like 15 ways to do the same thing is not cumbersome. Okay. Refs. Okay, this is closer to what I'm looking for. So ref is headline. We are set up. We don't have access to ref. Rather, we can use the new ref function with the same result. Okay, how? I wish I didn't see it. This is, oh my god. Oh my god. Did I already close it again? Okay. Okay, so this one is script. It's not script setup. Why is it so hard? I'm looking for script setup. Why don't you provide an example script setup? What is wrong? Okay, so where are the refs? Where are the refs? Lebowski. Okay, so now if I have a ref and it's like a count ref, if I have input ref, it's it's going to, in a way, okay, I lost where my app is. Okay, here. So unexpected token div. Okay. 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 I mean, I guess let's just remove everything and just see what's happening in that case. Okay, I think I'm done with this checking like this kind of like, okay, this is bad. Okay, so unexpected token. Oh, I see. So it just wasn't able to show me the right line. Okay. Did it actually work? Okay. Yay. Did the ref work? So here, let's just do console log input ref and just see what's showing up. Okay, I'm dating it. Okay, ref implementation. hoping that I can just do like a value. Okay, it worked. Okay, great. So now we need to basically like move like this stuff, right? So we didn't care about refs really, do we? Maybe. So let's look at mounted before mount. I think the idea is that you can do like unmounted. So now I'm writing view composition API unmounted, and this is like FAQ. Okay, I guess this is better than nothing. So now whatever I haven't mounted, I can move it from here to here as long as I wrap it in this stuff. Okay, so this is like more looking like a hook, but it crashes now. So name is not a, so it doesn't know name anymore. So I guess here we're just looking for, we probably need to have like a ref for it. So where's the name in all this stuff? So I only moved unmounted, which didn't touch the name. So maybe we broke it before that. So my hope is that I can move this stuff here, kind of like how this log function is. If I just call it on blur, and if I just call this one like this, maybe they will be exported then. Okay, not really. Property undefined. Right, so now we need to have some kind of like access to the state. So this one should be here. I could probably just remove this. I mean, I need this thing. Okay. So now let's just have a ref that is name ref Peter. And nothing works, of course. And in template, name equals this doesn't really seem like a way how you need to write it. So on click you call increment. So here whatever I call a function, something like on input, I guess VS Code also doesn't know how to write comments. And so here I will have on input event, I guess. And so now here in input is not a function. Okay, on input. Now, okay, I guess it's called. So in the example here, we just mutating a value. So instead of having this, I'm doing name dot value event target value. Okay, then that's fine. Okay. Because it's yeah, the value is name. Unblur, yeah, unblur didn't work. But why though? Yeah, because it uses refs, and it uses the one then from Mitosis. Anyway, so it should be input ref current or value focus. Okay. I think we got through it. So let's just undo all of that stuff. Okay, so I guess it became like shorter. That's the thing that they were aiming for. Yeah, and yeah, so I don't have I guess the TypeScript stuff that Volar stuff. View language features, okay. Yay. Virtual script not found. Maybe missing lang ts. Okay, lang ts. Property focus. Oh yeah, by the way, how does that work? Okay, so property focus doesn't exist on number. Okay, this exists on null. Yay. I don't even know what it is. It's, I guess it's like HTML input. Okay. So lowercase is this name, and it should be just name in the value. Yeah, I don't even know why it worked before, but probably there's some good explanation. Yeah, we didn't need that. So on input is payload that gets event. That's great. That's just perfect. Oh my god. So event is yeah, it's just event. Oh my god. Does it have a target even? It does. So where does it get the event target from? Okay, so value doesn't exist on the event target. Yeah, that's because it's basically like a input event or something. How do you pass like a generic? How does it work in React? You have a ref. Oh, it's Mitosis, but I mean, it's kind of the same stuff. So if my ref is a function, then ref is a legacy ref that's working on ref okay, callback instance current t. Okay. So what if it's not ref, but it's like on change? Oh yeah, I already have on change, I see. So it's change event handler, which is event handler. Change event on synthetic event. I guess maybe because it's synthetic events, they have more of a they are better types. Is that what we're getting from this? So here, because it's an event, and we get it, we get like a current or target. We are thinking that it's HTML input, so that's why it has a value. Okay, I don't see red stuff anymore, and it seems to be working. Okay, and it shows this thing, but the problem is that it will show it multiple times. So I will commit what I have here. So like redo fogbender view with whatever the name was, composition API. With composition API. Okay, so now since we are using so cool of technologies, we can do on destroy. Maybe on mount expects a function. Okay, so maybe need to return a function here. I guess cleanup. Okay, so it's a function that that does cleanup for each cleanup and stuff. So cleanup implicitly has a type any. Why would that be? Because okay. So as a function that returns void, like as an array of functions. Okay. Now we go here. We go. Nope. Huh. Let's just do console log just to see if it's actually like how it's intended to be used. Nope. Okay, on mounted, on unmounted. Yay. I guess it's called destroy in the other place. Okay, can I compose them? So can I, like in solid, can I have it like that? Okay. Oh, I can. That's actually great. That's actually pretty great. So does it has to be an array? Can I just have it as a function? Yeah, I think let's start with just having it as a function. Then here I just do cleanup. Yep. And here I just call cleanup. Yeah, I like it so far. Inspect it empty. I mean, what's the difference? Why isn't it assignable to undefined? Okay. So this one was okay except for the ESLint stuff. Sure. Okay. So we can commit this as amount cleanup. Okay, that's good. So we kind of know that it's kind of working. Now I need to figure out how to do props. So props. Nope. So I guess this is like the bad way. Where was the good way? Yeah, define props. What did I? Okay. Did it get it globally or what's going on? View runtime. Okay. I guess that's it. And how do I Okay, let's just do a console log props. And what do we get here? Okay, so we get something. Now let's figure out where we are calling fogbender. I think it's app. And is it like router or something? Router view? Nope. There was some router. Use router. Yeah. So here I have just support view. No, I have home view. That's the one. Okay, so here, yeah, it should be. Yeah, that's why I don't like the default exports. It's like, how do you enforce this? Okay, so it's so first is that it's fogbender. Now I can pass foo 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to even think about what's the difference between like semicolon 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to ignore the fact that it showed up. Okay. So this kind of gives me nope, this is wrong. All of this is wrong. Okay. So this hopefully I can do this. I can do token object. Okay. And so here I can grab token, put it in a setup, and pass it here. Okay, so this is not the way. We have input value. Narrator. He had to he had to know what colon props mean. Okay. So we have a token that is object. Why would you? Who even in the right mind? Okay. So emit, define emits, define expose. What does it mean, exposed? I guess it's like kind of like export. So slots, attributes. What I'm actually looking for? I'm actually looking for, can I read props as just a JavaScript value? So because it feels like I can probably what does it mean? Okay, so I can remove it here. Yeah, except that it lost their the types. So token is object constructor. So let's go to define props, and I guess I can pass some kind of token 1, 2, 3 or something. Let's define props. Declare, but how do I? Yeah, how do I do it with types? Define props with types. Okay. I guess it's just this thing should be empty. Define props has both an argument. Okay, so it's with defaults also provided. I guess so. Let's just think that it's fine. So from fogbender, we also need to import a token. What's wrong with it? I guess it's like just I don't understand. Okay. Yeah, ESLints are hard. ESLint rules are hard. It's hard to figure out what kind of like makes sense and what doesn't really. Okay, so I think we're at the point where basics are working. Okay, so now it doesn't do unmount. Great. It's just great. So why doesn't do unmount? Did it break it somewhere? Yeah, I think it has to be like that. Okay. Okay, and now, so what we got there is that we can pass token as a prop. So we need this. We don't need unmount probably anymore. Maybe we need it for now, but I guess I'm not adding it. Okay. Pass token as a prop to okay, so now we kind of like understand how the basic idea works. Now we just hope that this component could work as a library, so we can just which is gonna go through all of this Vue and TypeScript and all of that stuff, and we are thinking that this is the way how Vue people write idiomatic code right now, and so this is the way that it should should compile as a package. And yeah. Yeah, it's I'm too tired. I need to go to sleep right now, but I think it's so the end result is not looking bad. I think what kind of like screwed me over is that I got some like code samples that are like not really how they write it right now, so that's why it's kind of like it got wanky. This is of course like crazy, like I don't understand what any of these symbols mean and so on. So why can't blur be on blur? What's the difference? And because like input is, oh no, input is also a function. I didn't see the line break. Yeah, so anyway, I'm glad that I got here. I wish I didn't have to spend so much time figuring this out. So we didn't get like at all into Mitosis this on this stream. Yeah, I feel like we'll probably not get to it on the next one. So the next one we are going to do just manually kind of like copy pasting React. I want to try to do it with Mitosis. I looked a bit into how I can just have it basically like local build and just do like yarn link or whatever they do to get local version, and maybe to kind of like fix something that I can fix that is not working that I need. But I think with Vue, what I realized is that I don't understand what it should output. So that's why basically like I'm probably going to write the one for fogbender, one for Vue, and I'm going to write fogbender wrapper for React, Vue, and Svelte, and Solid probably. I mean, so far the only one that was asked for was the Vue. So I don't know how if I'm going to get to the other ones. But anyway, so I think I'm going to write it by hand, and then the idea is that once Mitosis is kind of like at the stage where its output is almost kind of like the same that what I wrote, it's then I think it makes sense to have it, and then you can have like you can introduce change in original thing and just like generate 3 packages at the same time. But I feel like the stuff that I care like is going to depend on like state and like refs for the like DOM objects and all of that stuff, and some yeah, I think for this is probably it. I was just thinking about like the vanilla implementation itself, that it has like all of the other stuff. We are not concerned about it probably yet, but yeah. I think it's probably like too advanced for Mitosis yet. Anyway, I need to I need to go to sleep. Yeah, I recommend checking out the first part where I got into Mitosis more. Okay, so bye friends.